Number 25. Jamal bought a 24.5-pound bag of dog food for his 75-pound dog Roscoe. The bag lasts exactly 2 weeks. If Roscoe eats the same amount of dog food each day, how many pounds will that be? So it's basically asking you how many pounds each day. Alright, so we know the bag of dog food Jamel bought was 24.5 pounds. We also know that that bag lasts for 2 weeks. We also know that the dog eats the same amount of dog food each day. Now, the 75 pounds right here, that is irrelevant. Extra information. It really doesn't matter how much the dog weighs. The dog could be 100 pounds. The dog could be 50 pounds. How much the dog weighs is not important in this problem, so we don't need that piece of information. Alright, so what we're trying to figure out here is if the 24.5 pound of dog food, the bag, lasts for 2 weeks, and the dog eats the same amount each day, how much is that he eats each day? Now guys, please don't make the mistake of dividing by 2. That would be 2 days, because remember, we're trying to find out how much the dog eats each day. This 2 is not 2 days, so you can't use it. You have to convert it into days. How many days are there in 2 weeks? Alright, so we know that 2 weeks is 14 days. So the problem we're going to do is 24.5 pounds divided by 14. We're going to split the dog food bag into 14 equal days because it said the dog eats the same amount each day. So 14 won't go into 2, but 14 will go into 24. It won't go in there twice because 14 times 2 is 28. So it'll only go in there once. Bring down the 5. Now 14 into 505, let's see. Might just have to do some guessing and checking. That's 112. That's a little bit too big. That's 98, so I'll put that. Subtract. You get 7 left over. Now, we're not just going to leave 7. It's a decimal number, so we want to go ahead and add this 0. We know that 0's on the end of a decimal number. Don't change it, so we can add that without changing anything. Bring down the 0. Now we're doing 14 into 70. 14 times 5 is 70. And we're done now. So my answer is 1.75 pounds. Now guys, this is one of those questions that you have to bubble in the grid. So the grid will look something like this with a decimal point. Okay, I don't remember how many it has, but you got to find that decimal point, and you got to get the 1 to the left and the 75 to the right. Be very careful about place value when you grid. You don't want to get the right answer and then go grid it incorrectly. So the answer to this one was 1.75.